They say you should keep your friends close and your enemies closer. But psychologically speaking, that is backward. Robert Greene, the author of the 48 Laws of Power, warns us that we actually have more to fear from our friends than from our enemies. Why? Because an enemy is honest. An enemy stands across the battlefield with a sword in their hand. You know they want to hurt you, so you keep your shield up. But a friend is allowed inside the walls. A friend stands behind your shield. They know your secrets. They know your insecurities. They know exactly where to strike to cause the most damage. And the most terrifying part is that they are in the perfect position to envy you. We often think a fake friend is just someone who flakes on plans or borrows money without asking. But the reality is much darker. Today we are going to perform an autopsy on betrayal. We will look at the neuroscience of envy, the sociology of covert aggression, and the psychology of games to identify the knife before it hits your back. This is the anatomy of a fake friend. Let's begin with the first and most common archetype, the envier. The primary engine of betrayal is rarely hate. It is envy. And envy is a tricky emotion because it is painful. To admit you are envious is to admit you feel inferior. Because this emotion is so shameful, people repress it. They hide it deep in their subconscious, but it always leaks out. You need to watch out for a tactic called poisonous praise. This is a microaggression designed to wound you while looking like a compliment. It happens when a friend praises your success, but subtly highlights a negative aspect to plant a seed of doubt in your mind. For example, you tell them you got a huge promotion. A real friend says, "That is incredible, you earned it." The envier says, "Wow, that is amazing. But I heard that department is a nightmare to work in. Are you sure you can handle the stress? You look so tired lately." See what they did? They gave you the flower, but they left the thorns on the stem. They want to lower the value of your success so they don't feel left behind. Greene identifies a specific type of envier called the leveler. This is the friend who uses cynical humor to tear down anyone who achieves excellence. When they see someone working hard, they call it luck or trying too hard. They equate excellence with unfairness to soothe their own insecurity. If you start to rise, they feel unsafe. So they use jokes and sarcasm to drag you back down to their level. If you have a friend who makes you feel foolish for trying to improve your life, you do not have a friend. You have an anchor. But not all fake friends are motivated by jealousy. Some are simply hunters. This brings us to the second archetype, the covert aggressor. Dr. George Simon, a specialist in manipulative personalities, distinguishes between a friend who is passive-aggressive and one who is covertly aggressive. A passive-aggressive friend acts out of fear. They are annoyed but too scared to say it. A covert aggressor is different. They are calculating. They want to win. They want to dominate you. But they want to keep their hands clean so they don't look like the bad guy. Their favorite weapon is the victim card. If you confront them about something they did to hurt you, they will immediately flip the script. They will act crushed. They will say, "I can't believe you would think that of me. After everything I have done for you?" Suddenly, the conversation isn't about their bad behavior anymore. It is about your cruelty for accusing them. And before you know it, you are the one apologizing to the person who stabbed you. Psychologist Eric Berne identified a specific dominance game these types play called the schlemiel. A schlemiel is a person who breaks things. They spill wine on your new carpet. They ruin your birthday dinner by causing a scene. They forget to pick you up at the airport. And then they apologize profusely. They say, "Oh my God, I'm so clumsy. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me." Here is the trap. The win for them isn't making the mess. The win is forcing you to offer forgiveness when you are actually angry. If you get mad, you look uncharitable. You look like a jerk. So you swallow your anger and say, "It's okay." They get a rush of power from forcing you to suppress your boundaries to comfort them. It is a power move disguised as clumsiness. Then there is the third archetype, the energy vampire. Sometimes a fake friend isn't trying to destroy you. They are just using you as a battery. In the book Attached, Amir Levine describes a phenomenon where a person treats strangers with charm and politeness, but treats those closest to them, their inner circle, with hostility or indifference. If your friend is nicer to the waiter than they are to you, you have become the enemy in their inner circle. You are safe to abuse because they know you won't leave. Jordan Peterson argues that many of us keep these friends because we fall into the rescue trap. We surround ourselves with broken people because it makes us feel morally superior. We think, "I am a good person. I am saving them." But Peterson warns, loyalty is not identical to stupidity. Friendship must be reciprocal. You are not morally obligated to support someone who refuses to take responsibility for their life and drags you down with them. If you are always the giver and they are always the taker, you are not in a friendship. You are in a hostage situation. But before we cut everyone off, we have to look in the mirror. There is a final, uncomfortable twist. Brianna Weiss discusses the concept of the shadow self. She notes a powerful psychological rule: anger is recognition. Sometimes the traits we hate most in our friends, their selfishness, their neediness, their arrogance, infuriate us disproportionately because they are parts of ourselves that we have repressed. We project our shadow onto them. We hate them because they are acting out the dark desires we are too afraid to show. So, if a friend's behavior enrages you, you must ask yourself, am I seeing a fake friend? Or am I seeing my own reflection? So, how do you filter your circle? How do you separate the allies from the spies? Here are 3 concrete tests you can use today. Test number 1 is the resentment radar. Jordan Peterson advises, consult your resentment. After you hang out with a friend, how do you feel? Do you feel energized? Or do you feel drained, angry, and used? Resentment is a biological signal. It means a boundary has been violated. If you constantly feel resentful, either you are being a coward or they are being a tyrant. Listen to the signal. Test number 2 is the good news test. A fake friend is there when you are sad because your pain makes them feel superior. It allows them to pity you. But a real friend is there when you are happy. Tell them good news. Tell them you met someone. Tell them you made money. And watch their face. If they get cold, quiet, or try to change the subject, they are an enemy. And finally, test number 3 is the no test. Dr. George Simon says the best way to spot a manipulator is to tell them no. Set a small boundary. Cancel plans. Decline a favor. A respectful friend will say, no worries, catch you later. A covert aggressor will view your no as a challenge. They will argue. They will guilt trip you. They will try to wear you down until you say yes. If they cannot handle a no, they do not respect you. Life is too short to carry dead weight. As Miyamoto Musashi wrote in his Rules for Life, do not let yourself be guided by the feeling of lust or love. See people for who they are, not who you want them to be. Subscribe if you want to survive.